with us as we dive into today's top headlines and explore the issues impacting us all. This is Prime 254, where the voices are. Sustainable futures, innovative solutions for affordable and resilient human settlements. Navigating global movements, the complexities and challenges of international migration. Strengthening global cooperation, the power and promise of multilateralism in a divided world. Urgent action needed, tackling the global crisis of climate change for a sustainable future. Welcome back to Prime 254, the voice of the people, for the people. I am your host, Ernest Muthini, and this is episode 2. If you thought the first one was fire, wait till you hear what we have lined up for you today. Real stories, raw conversations, and voices that matter. Stay tuned, don't touch that dial, because this is where the truth meets the mind. As urbanization accelerates and population grow, the issue of human settlements become increasingly critical. From informal housing to planned urban development, how and where people live greatly affects their quality of life, access to services, and overall well-being. In this report, we delve into the challenges and opportunities surrounding human settlements in Kenya.
Human settlements are more than just buildings. They are the heart of communities, from rural villages to growing cities. Everyone deserves access to safe, sustainable, and inclusive living spaces. Let's plan for the future, protect our environment, and ensure no one is left behind, because where we live shapes how we live.
Our correspondent is on the ground with more insights and expert opinions on the way forward.
Human settlement is the foundation for proper communities and the environment. Now, as urban areas continue to expand, the need for proper settlement becomes more adequate. Now, improper settlement can lead to overcrowding, it can lead to pollution, and it can also lead to inadequate basic services. Now, experts stress the importance of proper settlement so that people can access good services and also to bring our environment well.
Now, I've had the opportunity to interact with an expert on human settlement. She has helped a lot of people to settle down, find houses, and help their families. Here she gives us advice on the best way to go about when finding a place to settle. How do you incorporate sustainability and environmental responsibility into your housing developments? Do you do like installing solar panels instead of using electricity by using the natural light, or in terms of harvesting water, how do you go about it?
Okay, this is what we normally do. Like we play along with the solar panels because they're not that expensive, and then we find a client whereby will be like comfortable using the solar panels more than the one that will be like on electricity, because sometimes it does go off and then you're left like for you to like do your meals. So what we normally do, we just advise you on two things. Some can tend to use the inverters. There are so many people so far have gone for the inverters more, and some in solar panels. So what we normally do is just first we ask the client what is comfortable with using. If it is the solar, we go ahead with it, and if it's the inverter, we just look. We have a place whereby we get them, and then after getting them, now we take them to clients, and then they can be able to use them in various ways. And again, we have good lighting and everything. Like I said, like the energy, the bulbs, the saving that save like the light after maybe, let's say, like we have like a blackout. So what they normally do, those bulbs retain that power in them, so that whereby in case you don't have anything to use, it can be there just providing quality light and everything. And imagine, they are not that costly, they are affordable, and they are found at your local shops, and sometimes you can bring them on board.
A well-planned settlement is the foundation for a thriving society. For Prime 254, I am Kevin Gatti.
Now, let's shift gears and ask a refugee how she settled in Kenya. Was it hard? Was it difficult? Or was it easy? Let's take a listen.
So, what are some of the challenges that immigrants face when they are migrating into Kenya?
Okay, one of the major challenges that migrants face, especially when they are migrating or maybe crossing the borders, it's documentations and screening. Sometimes you might have cases from a country of origin, and you can have a hard time in getting the documentations in due time.
Okay, and probably when refugees are coming into the country, let's say from South Sudan, from Somalia, is there any support or assistance that you get from the Kenyan government or from NGOs?
Okay, that's in the context of refugees, and yes, we have the UN agency, that's the UNHCR, that is responsible for the refugees. So they do help hand in hand. They help in settlement and resettlement as well, and giving basic necessities.
That's what you have heard about human settlement in the country. When you're coming from another country, probably as a refugee, there are going to be ups and downs. Thank you very much for tuning in to the story.
Your grandpa's favorite bread since he had hair. Lots of hair. Broadway's Kateni Ule Ule.
International migration continues to shape economies, cultures, and communities across the globe. Whether driven by the search for better opportunities, conflict, or climate change, the movement of people across borders carries both promises and challenges. In this report, we explore the dynamics of international migration and its impact on individuals and the nation. Our correspondent is on the ground with more stories behind the statistics, including interviews with migrants and experts in the field.
Now, international migration helps in shaping societies around the world. It is based on conflict, climate change, and so many other factors.
Challenge that he faces is culture shock, because the Kenyan culture is not as the Congolese culture in terms of food, in terms of the people, their behavior, and also the mindset. So that's the first challenge that we face.
Now, while these migrants seek better lives, they also need better treatment. They suffer through discrimination, they suffer through so many adversaries, including improper treatment by the countries that they go to.
You've spoke about the mindset between the Kenyan people and the DRC Congo. Based on your experience in both countries, which country can you say probably has the better mindset when it comes to dealing with things?
Okay, in terms of better or not better, I might not be specific, but one thing that I know is that the Kenyan people are open-minded. You saw it even with the Gen Z's revolution recently. They proved that they are open-minded, and the majority of the people in Kenya also well-educated, or they are scholars.
Okay, and if possible, can you mention the reason that you migrated from DRC Congo?
Kenya stands as a beacon of hope and opportunity in the region, a land where cultures meet and dreams take root. From refugees seeking safety to professionals chasing opportunity, international migrants enrich our economy and communities. Let's embrace diversity, uphold human dignity, and build a Kenya that welcomes all.
Why do you think international migration is so rampant in the country Kenya right now?
Basically, it emanates from one seeking opportunities. When you see there is opportunity that has occurred across the continent or beyond the continent, and the people are, most of the large majority of the youth are highly educated, and they are seeking opportunity. so that they can make it in life, they can get settled. The second thing is that is the hardship of economic opportunities within the country. So when the economic is not performing well, and most of the youth who are, have not been absorbed into job opportunities, basically you realize that the people will definitely migrate to seek opportunities elsewhere. The other one is, of course, individuals' reasons, because people will have always their own individual reason whereby they want to explore, they have excitement, they want to go to other places whereby they can seek opportunities in terms of education, in terms of new adventure, but also conflict across within the neighboring countries. Neighbors of Kenya, there is conflict, and this conflict also disturbs economic itself. And because of that, people are always, moving up and down and migrating. Some people they are going abroad. Could be a reason of economic opportunities.
If migration is handled well, it can lead to better lives and, of course, good global cooperation. Reporting for Prime 254, I am Kevin Gatti.